What if the leader you've been waiting for is you? Let that land. What if the change you want to see in your job, your community, your family, is actually your assignment? We live in a world full of noise, titles, trends, top 10 lists. But here's the truth. Real leadership isn't about having followers. It's about showing up for others even when it's inconvenient, uncomfortable, or unclear. I'll answer that question at the end. But first, I want to show you the 5 characteristics that every great leader embodies, not just in moments of triumph, but in the trenches of real life. These 5 qualities separate the ones who talk about change from the ones who create it. 1. Vision, seeing what isn't there yet. Vision is not just the ability to plan for the future, it's the sacred skill of imagining better. Great leaders are architects of tomorrow. They don't just react to what is, they shape what could be. Think of Nelson Mandela, 27 years in prison, and yet he emerged with a vision for peace, not revenge. That's not strategy, that's vision. Vision means you lead with purpose, not just productivity. You speak life into dry bones. You see opportunity in adversity. You don't wait for the path, you pave it. But vision must be more than a dream. It has to be shared, clear, and inspiring. People need to see themselves in it. A true leader brings others into the picture, giving their team a sense of ownership and belonging in a future worth fighting for. Ask yourself, what do you see in your mind that doesn't yet exist in the world? That's your vision, and your leadership begins there. 2. Integrity, the non-negotiable foundation. Integrity isn't a buzzword, it's your leadership backbone. It means you are the same person behind closed doors as you are in the spotlight. It means your actions match your words, even when it costs you something. Do you want to know how you can spot a real leader? Watch how they treat the person who can't offer them anything in return. Integrity is doing the right thing, especially when the wrong thing is easier, cheaper, or more popular. When leaders operate without integrity, it doesn't matter how skilled or charismatic they are eventually, they'll implode. Think of the public figures who climbed fast and fell faster because they compromised their core. Great leadership isn't about perfection. It's about alignment, your values, your behavior, and your vision, all pointing in the same direction. Integrity builds trust, and trust is the currency of leadership. Without it, you're just managing people. With it, you can move mountains. 3. Empathy, the superpower of connection. Empathy is not sympathy. It's not, I feel bad for you. It's, I see you. I'm with you. I understand you, even if I've never been where you've been. Great leaders don't lead from ivory towers. They lead from among the people. They listen more than they speak. They value understanding over judgment. When Satya Nadella became CEO of Microsoft, one of the first things he did was create a culture of empathy. The result? Microsoft's innovation exploded. Its people were re-energized. Its customers felt heard. Empathy isn't soft, it's strategic. It leads to better decision-making, stronger relationships, and healthier workplaces. When you lead with empathy, you create psychological safety, where people feel safe to speak, to risk, to grow. And here's the secret. People don't follow the smartest leader in the room. They follow the one who makes them feel seen and safe. If you want to multiply your impact, multiply your empathy. 4. Decisiveness, the power to choose and commit. Have you ever been on a team where the leader was paralyzed by indecision? It's like driving through fog. You go slow, second guess, and eventually get stuck. Decisiveness doesn't mean you always have the perfect answer. It means you willing to make the best decision with the information you have now and take responsibility for it. Great leaders make choices, take action, and adapt along the way. They don't need all the answers before they start. Why? Because clarity attracts confidence, and confidence creates momentum. Look at any successful entrepreneur, athlete, or visionary. You'll see a pattern of decisive moves that led to massive results. Not because they were always right, but because they were always moving. Indecision breeds doubt. But decisive action, even if imperfect, builds progress, confidence, and credibility. Leaders don't need certainty, they need courage. And when you act with courage, you create room for miracles. 5. Resilience, the fire that keeps you going. Leadership is beautiful, but let's be real, it's brutal too. You will face resistance, you will face betrayal. You will be tired, tested, and tempted to quit. But resilience, the fifth characteristic, is what separates leaders who start from those who finish. Resilience is the ability to rise after the fall. It's the grit to keep going when everything in you screams to stop. Thomas Edison made over 1,000 unsuccessful attempts at inventing the light bulb. When asked why he didn't quit, he said, "I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps." That's resilience. Resilient leaders don't internalize failure. They extract lessons from it. They reframe loss as learning. They don't crumble under pressure, they transform in it. And here's the best part. Resilience is built, not born. Every time you rise again, you're training your leadership muscle to go the distance. So, let's return to that question. What if the leader you've been waiting for is you? Now you know. If you have vision, you don't need a roadmap. You become one. If you walk with integrity, you don't just lead a team, you lead a legacy. If you lead with empathy, your influence expands far beyond your title. If you choose decisiveness, you become a catalyst, not a bottleneck. And if you hold on to resilience, there's no challenge that can permanently hold you down. So again, what if the leader you've been waiting for is you? Here's the truth. It already is. You don't have to be perfect to lead. You just have to be present and willing. The world doesn't need more bosses. It needs more builders. So rise up, step forward. The leader we've been waiting for is already in the room, and it's you.